Okay, we're talking to Coach Katherine DeCrosta, head coach here at Chesterbrook. We've just finished our second undefeated dual meet season. Katherine, you did a great job. Everyone was very happy with how everything turned out. Tell us what you think was the key to Chesterbrook's success over the past 2 years, but this year in particular.
I think one of the main focuses for this team, especially this season, was really getting in and doing our job, focusing on what we're doing in the water, for my coaching staff, what can we do to make our team the best possible in the water and out of the water, and focusing a lot less on what's going on around us. So not letting ourselves get into the little petty things that other teams are doing or what we could have done or should have done in the past. Just really taking it moment by moment and taking kind of a focused eye, especially from the coach's standpoint, looking at what's happening in the water that we can help fix, that we can help change. And then from a swimmer standpoint, great leadership from that senior group. I know I had many meetings with them talking about things that we can do to make this whole team a stronger unit. How can we involve the little jaws? How can we take 8 and unders and build them up and teach them our traditions and our cheers? And I think really just focusing on us and how we can be the best and improve ourselves was a big factor in our success this season.
You've been around the NVSL for a long time, and what you were a swimmer and now a coach, and what kind of life lessons or other kinds of lessons do you take away from summer league swimming?
I think the funniest thing that people say is, oh, well, it's just summer swimming. You don't dive off a block, there's no touch pads, but those are just the details. I think accepting that summer swim is a big thing, and it's a huge community, and there's tons of competition, there's great leadership building, a lot of learning coaching wise and growing kind of through the pipeline for coaches and inspiring kids. Parents get really invested in it. Supporters and alumni come back. It's just such a great community, and really just owning that. It's not just a summer swim league. It's my life. I love it, and kind of just owning that, but also keeping in mind some perspective and your priorities is also important. With that competitive nature and those team rivalries, it's really easy to go down a path of like heightened emotion and kind of fall into losing track of, I'm here for my swimmers. The swimmers are here for each other. We're here to do our job in the water and have fun doing it, and build some friendships and a community that kind of just can carry on through the rest of their lives. I know my fiance, Colin Stuber, was a head coach here, and he and I are invited, I think, to 4 weddings this year, and all of them are Chesterbrook. So I tell that to my senior group. I even told that to my 13, 14 boys this year. You may have anything that's going on, these people could be in your lives, and it's so great to create friendships that you have for a long time. So I think it's just really important to keep in mind that it is a special thing to take those moments and take them for the good and the bad, and just stick with the priorities. We're here to swim, we're here to have fun, and we're here to do the best that we can, coaches, parents, swimmers.
Very well stated. Is there any particular moment from this summer that you feel is emblematic of kind of the spirit of summer league swimming here at Chesterbrook?
There was a lot of moments, I think, for me. It's hard to pick just one.
Yeah.
I could pick maybe like 3, and I'll be short about that.
Yeah.
The first one was, I mentioned it earlier, my senior group. We had weekly chats, those 13 and overs, really just the focus and the drive from that group of kids to not only take ownership of the team and their swims and take on a leadership role. What can we do to get more kids to come to the meets? What can we do to teach them about the swim team that made us who we are? We had a lot of very honest back and forth chats about what can we do? What do we need to change? What do we want to have Chesterbrook be in the future? I think that was I can remember one specific chat kind of moving through the gauntlet. We just kind of had this great open conversation about things that we do great and things that we could do better at. And they had so many great ideas that we will implement, and we did implement, and that we have for next season too. That was really great. And the second moment definitely that stands out for me is standing at Overly on the pool deck. And I know I had been there, but I was the little jaws coach the last time that we swam them. Though it was the same swimmers and some great swims, this meet stood out by far as a full turnaround. I took a moment, I'm getting married, and everybody's saying, take a moment to just take in the, where you are, a snapshot. So I'm standing there and all my coaches are around me and we're going into backstroke and the kids are on fire. They just came in with this confidence and this team unity, and I took a moment to look down and look at all of the swimmers and the coaches, and everyone's all together and we're all on the same page. They're listening to the leadership, they're talking to each other, they're pepping each other up, cheering for everybody across the pool, cheering for themselves, just straight up excitement. It was good to see people smiling and laughing and coming back after maybe something unexpected, maybe not the way they wanted it to go, to come back and say, you know what, did the best I could, let's turn it around for the team. I just saw such a positive mentality from everyone, even the parents. We had back and forth cheering. I mean, it was the most, it was great to see for the swimmers too. I mean, all my coaches, Chris Outlaw fell down at the end of the meet. I mean, it was just so perfect to see that team really come together and just have fun, and look what we can do when we're having fun.
That's great. And so you mentioned your fiance. So what's next for you this summer after obviously a very, very busy and time-consuming season?
So we'll finish up All Stars and get through that, and hopefully have some great swims. Hopefully it will be sunny. And then the following Sunday, I am getting married. So we are counting down the few days. I think it's 13 days until I'll be walking down the aisle instead of the pool deck. And then honeymoon, and then back to school. And believe it or not, we'll be prepping for next season probably by September, if not before.
Well, Coach Katherine, I think everyone congratulates you, one, on your impending nuptials, but also on 2 wonderful seasons here at Chesterbrook. And thank you for everything you've done for everybody here.
Thank you. I'm lucky.
Great. Thank you.